Was that him? Was that boy? Was that our boy, Favreau? Oh man, it felt good to see Favreau back in this series, Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul, episode 8, with the after credits scene showing Favreau in prison. And I want to know how he got there, because we know Favreau's a goon. He probably didn't do anything major. He probably just stole something and grabbed somebody's ass or something. Or maybe got smart with Charioce or something to be down there in that cell. But I wonder how long has he been there, because the afro is like all the way out here now. He got a beard. I mean, we got to get our boy cleaned up and get him back to that old style. But Favreau being back in the series, a big game changer, because all of the pieces are now coming together, because it looks like Charioce pretty much has everybody in one spot that could be an immediate threat to him. I mean, think about it. In this prison right now, he has Kaiser, Nina, John d'Arc, Favreau, who knows who else. I mean, he just went crazy in this episode. Like, everybody go to jail. You go to jail. You go to jail. You go back to heaven. You go to jail there. Everybody just got put on lockdown in this episode. And man, talk about a resounding victory. That is almost an understatement of how clean Charioce has been with getting everybody away. But it could also be a big problem for him too, because he has all these major powers in one place, and when they escape, it is about to go in. But I wonder how Favreau is going to affect the flow of the series. I mean, we knew it was natural that he was going to be back, but if I remember correctly, I don't think he's superhuman anymore. I think he's just a regular dude right now, unless there's still some residual power left over from when he did have that demon possession, or when he did have those dragon abilities. But either way, to see him and Kaiser back together, that was I wouldn't say it was a highlight episode. It was definitely a hype part of the episode, but it wasn't a highlight. My favorite part of the episode came much later, but let's get down to some of the other things that happened in this episode. I mean, first, like I said, just straight up lockdown for everybody. Nina's been put in jail for treason. Kaiser's been put in jail for treason. The guys came down and got Megaro when his abilities was revealed, and he tried to save Azazel. Azazel's getting strung up, tortured right now by Charioce. Man, Bacchus and the Duck got abducted by the guys too, and then they're in their own prison for not turning over Megaro. Everybody's just in a bad spot right now, and you know, this title, or I forgot exactly the title of the episode, but defeat was imminent in this series right now, and it was resounding because Charioce has just beaten everybody clean at this point. He's getting his way. He's getting his way 100%. And I love the animation in this series. Like when the guys came down to get Megaro, and when they were up in heaven or wherever they are, and you know, just the majesticness, the lighting and everything that showed whenever they were around was absolutely beautiful. And even the music and the tension and everything, when Nina was in the middle of the city and she was trying to drag it up but she couldn't do it. It's just how it was built up, where everybody was waiting to see what she was gonna do, because Azazel was like, turn to the dragon, help us now, you have to. And she tried, but at the same time she was a little bit conflicted. And Charioce is an asshole. He really is an asshole. I mean, we know this already, but anybody that opposes him goes straight to jail, and he put Nina in jail for treason, knowing exactly who she is. So that just shows that if you go against his absolute power, you're gonna pay. As the town people were trying to plead for him to let Nina go, and he was like, nope, she's helping the demons, therefore she has to go. And the three-way battle, oh my god, I gotta talk about the three-way battle, because I was saying for a while now that Kaiser has kind of just been here, but he really did step up in this episode, because when Azazel was facing Charioce, you know, he still had a little bit of resolve. He still had a little bit of go in him as far as this fight and trying to take out Charioce. Kaiser jumped in the middle to try to stop both of them. We got a three-way clash between all three of them, and Charioce was like, well, I told you, if you get in my way, I'm going to deem you a villain too. So, you know, they had a fight. I didn't expect Azazel to get his number from Kaiser. Oh man, Kaiser's really stepped his game up. Now granted, Azazel was hurt, but he walked out kind of clean. I guess Kaiser can flip his collar a little bit, because he checked Azazel, and he also kind of checkmated Charioce as well, as this battle ended in a stalemate when Charioce tried to strike him, but he used the metal hand to block the blade and just cleanly walked past them and walked away. It's like, stop this foolishness. unfortunately, he ended up getting arrested for his troubles, and now everybody's under lock and key. So it's gonna be a fun few episodes to see how everybody's gonna get out of this situation. Charioce is also aware of what the guys want to do with Megaro. Pretty much everybody is aware of what they want to do. As we get a lot of warnings in this episode, we'll find out that Megaro's real name is L. And Bacchus was kind of saying, you know what, you guys are doing the same thing that John tried to do. And nothing's good is going to come of this. This war, nothing's good is going to come from it. As I said before, Bacchus just kind of want to sit out because he recognizes how dirty things can get. And Nina, once again, getting points in the best girl category when she was getting her sentence, and the way she just went in on Charioce about how bad and crappy of a king he is. He was like, you know what, you're a big bully. You're a horrible king. Kings are supposed to be nice. Kings are supposed to be kind. This entire kingdom was built on the back of the same demons that you're killing. I cannot stand you. I don't see how people cannot see you for who you really are, and the only reason people are following you because they are scared of you. That didn't help her sentence probably, but for her to stand up to Charioce in the face of contempt like this, it was great. And it's stuff like this that I think is going to cause an uprising for Charioce and that third party that we're talking about. Once everybody gets together to overthrow him and stop this war, maybe ascend Kaiser to the throne, and then we got the orange afro back. Oh man, it was just feels so good to see Favreau. And as I always say, this episode felt like it was only 5 minutes. I mean, that's how great this series is. It just pulls you in so much that you don't realize how much time you have used. Absolutely fabulous episode, man. So it looks like now everybody's reunited. I wonder how this escape plan is gonna go, because putting Kaiser in that cell with Favreau, you know, first thing Favreau is gonna be like, hey dude, let's get out of here. And then, you know, Nina's noticing that Jean of Arc is in the same prison as well, so you know something's gonna come up between those two, because I'm pretty sure she probably senses or recognizes something about her, or maybe heard about her, and probably put the connection together between her and Megaro. Megaro's up with the gods. Charioce must be stopped, so let's get everybody together and let's do it. Guys, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. I absolutely loved it. It was probably my favorite episode of this series so far, and I liked every one of them. So let me know what you thought. If you like this video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you guys to indulge on this channel. Favreau hype is here. I cannot wait. Easily my favorite series of the spring season. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So like I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.